Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And for the very first time, and definitely not because Mini Motorways just isn't cooperating with us today, it's Breakfast with Balatro! Or something, I don't know. Title is a work in progress. Let's jump into the Anaglyph Deck and try to get a gold stake, shall we? Samurai Sam is here. Good morning, Sam. We're not going to skip for double tags. We're playing the Anaglyph Deck. Come on now. Honestly. Alright, what do we got here? We've got a straight already, but it's one of those low straights that isn't going to win, so we're just going to toss that away and see what we can get. Got a couple kings. That's nice. I think I'm going to hang on to those sixes and hope that we luck ourselves into a full house. That would be astonishing. No joy there. Okay. Let's toss the pair of sixes and the four. Might wind up getting the royal straight, might wind up getting a full flush, full house. It's the exact opposite of flush house. Okay. A queen gives us that royal straight. We've got 3 hands left, so let's do that and that. Sunflare Space has correctly noted that we should probably change the stream information and note that it's the debut episode of our brand new series, Breakfast with Balatro, which isn't how I actually pronounce the game title, but, you know, we're working on stuff. I don't know. It's a work in progress, by which I mean it's an idea I had that we suddenly pivoted to out of absolute need and nothing else. Like, Mini Motorways decided it didn't want to play today, or at least be streamed today. So here we are. And by here we are, I mean the screen window is absolutely not set up for this, and the sound effects are way too high. So actually, let's go in here and turn those down real quick. That's a thing we can do, you know, relatively smoothly. We can just bop that down right there. Okay. As to the placement of the thing there, it's fine. I'm on ante 1. We just finished round 1. That's all you really need to know. Okay. I don't really want to pay the rental fee that early, even though the Club Joker seeing double is good. So we're gonna take this buffoon pack. That'll be fine. What do we got? Is that an Eternal business card? Gross. Eternal business card is probably less restrictive than the Eternal Ceremonial Dagger, but it is plus 10 mult. No, the business card is money. We'll just take the business card, play a bunch of face cards. It'll be fine, unless it turns out, of course, that it's not fine. It's always conceivable that things might not be fine. All right. Ceremonial Dagger's good. It's like, it's not as good as Madness, and Madness is in and of itself already highly restrictive, you know? It's very particular, I suppose. I said we were going to play a whole bunch of face cards, and here I am just trying to play flushes, like a dumbass. But hey, we'll get a face card here, hopefully get a couple bucks out of it. If we don't draw a heart here, we're fucked, but we did draw a heart, so we're not fucked. How about that? And a couple of bucks, and we beat the big blind. Can we beat ante 1? If we're gonna do like an actual series of Breakfast with Balatro, we should be, you know, capable of beating ante 1 reasonably. All right, I'm gonna throw away $3 and try to get a rare Joker here, because God, we need the help. Hey, okay, all right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with a trio. That's gonna be good. 3 of a kind. We can play some full houses. We're actually looking halfway decent here. All right, sort that by rank. I realize that we have a couple of debuffed kings, and that's not ideal, but it does lend itself toward a 3 of a kind build of some kind, right? So let's just toss away. I probably should discard that queen. I'm not going to, but I recognize that I should have. Yeah, I probably should have discarded that queen. All right, instead we'll play that queen, and yeah, this will be fine. All we need is to hit a king or a deuce, and we'll make a full house, and everything will be lovely and glorious, and we've got 2 more shots at that. It's gonna be fine. See, this is fine. We hit our king high. We hit our kingy full house. We're gonna be through. And we didn't get the extra money. But you know what? It's okay. We're still kinda sorta moving. The trio's still helpful. Anaglyph Deck's gonna be nice to us. Oh, I hate that that's a rental. I really hate that that's a rental rocket. If that wasn't a rental, I would absolutely take it. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't have the money to afford a rental rocket. It would eventually pay for itself, but it would take a very long time to do it. I am gonna take a mail-in rebate though. Even at a perishable, I think that's worth doing. What am I discarding for that? Discarding 2s. Okay. So we got to play a 3 of a kind, something that contains a 3 of a kind, and we want to discard 2s. Okay. So, King 9. Okay, so let's get rid of. We're just going to toss the 4s. That'll probably be fine. Watch as I draw a 4 here. I did indeed draw a 4 here. Great job, Goog. Well done. Okay. This time we're going to be a little bit smarter. Throw away the king. Try to hit a queen or a 7 for a full house. Hey, look. We hit a queen or a 7 for a full house. And that's probably going to win, I think. I think we established that that's going to win. Oh, not quite win. Okay. More chance of victory for me. And by victory, I mean money. So we'll play two pair aces and jacks. Hit a couple more bucks. Hit an interest threshold. Could have been worse. Okay. Next. Toss an emperor out there. What am I discarding? 8s? Okay. Yeah, let's buy and use an emperor. Got a diamonds and a hanged man. Let's buy that. And I'm gonna sell the star and use the fool for another emperor. Okay. And then we'll hang a couple of useless cards and get something else. Okay. What are we discarding? 8s. Okay, it would have been really nice if I had, useful, valuable help, but maybe useful, valuable help will come from the Emperor. It's entirely possible, right? All right, let's get rid of a couple of 2s. Bop that Emperor for an Empress and some strength. Okay, so that's going to be good. That's going to go real well. So we've got basically a couple of kings in the bag because I can strength the queen. So let's just discard those, try to hit. There's an 8 we can discard. That's nice. So we'll just discard that, get $5 from the mail-in rebate. And, ooh, now I've got a full house of kings over queens, but let's do something potentially stupid. We're going to do that. And we'll unlock 5 of a kind. Alright, so we're going maybe just 5 of a kind kings is the build. That would not be a horrendous thing here. We get a little bit of smiley face going. That would go real well. What am I discarding? Kings. Yeah, I hate you too, mail-in rebate. Alright, let's take the smiley face. Put that over to here. I don't really have a reason for Sockin' Buskin' right now, particularly as a rental. I do want the grabber, even though it takes me well down beneath the interest threshold. But with that in mind, I could definitely use, another Joker could be excellent. Celestial Pact might have something good, but I think we're just gonna go. Hopefully we can play either 3 or 4 of a kind. Actually, I don't think I have anything leveled up, so this boss blind does not matter to me. Great. Alright, this isn't the last round with a mail-in rebate, is it? No, I've got 3 left. Okay. Let's get rid of these. I'm still sort of beholden to... Yeah, I very much need to play something with 3 of a kind in it for the trio. But it's not bad. And we got a couple of kings. Is that going to win? 2 pair kings and 9s? I think that wins, right? Because that'll get it up to Like, it'll be 20 times... no, I don't actually think that wins. With that in mind, let's just play 2 pair 9s and 6s, and we'll toss away the deuce, try to hit another king. There we go. Okay. And we'll play the full house for more chance at business card value. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Could have been worse. We're through ante 2. We're not quite zooming or nothing, but hey, we're working on it. Okay. Empress is great. I'll take that. I think I'm going to buy the Spectral Pack. See what we have in here. I can't really burn it down for Hex. I might, like, if the business card wasn't eternal, I might be tempted to Hex the trio, but I don't love that. I sort of don't love any of these. You know, since I'm leaning toward face cards with the smiley face and the fact that I already have kings, the incantation doesn't really sing to me. We could just do a red seal on the jack. Make a future play. Yeah, let's just put a red seal on this jack and make a future play. That'll be fine. I do want the paintbrush, but I don't think I need it right this very moment. So I'm going to hang on to it through the small blind and maybe buy it after, when I have a little bit more money. All right. We've got a straight to the jack right off the bat. Doesn't really put up an amazing score, though, because I don't have straight leveled, and it's only going to hit the smiley face once. So, I suppose I should say, do let me know if this mediocre Balatro player over-explaining his every thought process is actually, like, entertaining or anything. Let's do Empress on 2 of our jacks, and we'll just play the full house, aces and jacks. I think this wins? This probably wins. Yeah, with the red seal and the double empressing and the trio, yeah. I did not even try to get mail-in rebate value there. Oops. All right, coming up next, we have our final round with the rebate. It wants me to discard 9s. This is, ooh, a negative Jolly Joker. I mean, it sort of feeds well into the trio, and listen, it's not a free negative because it cost $8, but it's still a negative. Okay. Do I need anything else right this very moment? I'm leaning toward no. Again, the paintbrush is tempting. Fuck it. Make it easier to hit those kings and all that. All right. Onward. We need to discard 9s. Well, we don't need to discard 9s, but we'd like to discard 9s for money. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a straight. Not a terribly great hand. Would give me one more chance to draw a 9 and then discard it. Worth playing a hand, losing $1, I guess. Well, we didn't get very far. Okay. Let's play some 10s. I was going to say, with the trio, with the Jolly Joker and the trio, there might have been a chance that just won, but it appears to have not done that. Okay. Let's abandon this pursuit of the 9s, and instead discard for either a king or a jack. Hey, look, a king or a jack. Doot, doot, doot. Play as many cards as you can for maximum business cardage. Says as the business card hits, like, twice. Okay. Oh, I should have sold the rebate before I played that for another $1 of interest. Oh well. Sell that. Cash that out. Okay. Show. I like the flash card here. That's gonna work really well together with the trio once we get that going. And I think we're gonna go into the Arcana pack first. Hope for some money. We didn't find any of that, but we will make another king, which ain't nothing. And given that I've got the business card, there's a decent chance I get back over 25. We'll take a look in here. Eternal Rough Gem, eh? I'd probably take the Rough Gem if it wasn't eternal. Do I think I can swing that? Make all my face cards into diamonds? Make a whole bunch of money? Roll the shop a whole bunch of times? Play 5 of a kind kings every hand for the rest of our lives? I mean, I've heard worse ideas. I kind of talked myself into that, actually. I wasn't gonna do it, but then I was like, wait, that actually sounds like a good idea. So, we're gonna be so fucked when we run into the diamond boss. Until then, let's not worry about it. Alright, get rid of this, try to hit a jack. Hey, we've got kings and jacks and such. Great. Okay. Do we need to dig for anything else? I mean, we could theoretically dig for diamonds, but nonsense. Let's play you, and you, and you, and you, and we'll pick the debuffed jack to play, because reasons. I think even with the one debuffed card, this still, yep, good, okay. And we did hit the business card, so we get full interest. Good, all right. We're rolling. Not gonna say zooming, but we are rolling. Let's make everything cheaper. Pick up a couple of standard packs. I should probably roll to actually boost my flash card at some point, but nonsense. That's for people who play the game optimally. All right, next round. Let's go. At some point, I'm going to need to, level up some hands. Might be a thing we should explore. Just a wild concept that I've heard good things about, but, we don't have to go too nuts with that right now. This is going to get me some money, at least. Might just win, honestly. Although it's only 2 face cards. It came close. Okay. And we've got a straight to the jack, which, again, that's not actually going to be that valuable for me because I need to roll everything through the trio. So let's discard these, and well, if I do this and this, there's a decent chance that that just goes through. I can do that one more time and it'll probably win. Might not be the worst idea I've ever had. Doot, doot, and doot. So how's everybody doing on this lovely Tuesday morning as we swing? Oh, come on. Seriously? All right. It's fine. We're okay. We're going to win. And hey, we have indeed won. It's very annoying to me that for whatever reason I can't see my cursor when I'm, I know it's there. It's on the screen that y'all are seeing. I cannot see my cursor when I actually look at the Balatro screen, so I have to watch the tiny little OBS window. And the tiny little OBS window is, well, tiny. So, all right. Let's get a death from the Fool, and I think we're going to roll a couple times. Ooh, hi. Listen, Spare Trousers. We kind of don't have the room. I like you, Spare Trousers. But between you and the trio, I'd basically be locking myself into a full house build, and it's a little dicey. So instead, we're going to buy a Venus and roll one more time, and then off we go. Sam is in a stretch where he's always waking up in the night, and it's obnoxious. It is indeed obnoxious. Last night, you reached the point of complete exhaustion that you wake up in the night and you just roll over, go back to sleep. It's like you wake up and it's like, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:45. Okay, back to... I've been there. It's not great. Well, listen, Sam, I will say you're coming down off what I imagine is a hell of an adrenaline dump of being in a performance for several weeks and then suddenly not doing that anymore. And I imagine it can be... distracting and body clock fucky and all sorts of things. All right. Fish. I want to use something, probably death, into that red seal jack, But first, I want to get another jack in hand or another king or something. Because, So right now, we'll just bop that a few times. Okay. Let's turn this 7. I'm actually going to turn that into another king. Because we are still thinking kings for the long term. But for right now, I'll play a full house kings and 10s. And that'll pop that a few times, give us more chance to hit on this. And similarly, good morning, Clancy the Crow. It's breakfast with Balatro today because Mini Motorways decided it just didn't want to work, actually, for streaming for whatever reason. And everyone's getting to see just how terrible at Balatro TheUnderscoreGoog is. But I think we've managed to salvage this round, which is something. Really, really need to start hitting those planets at some point. Oh, as always, do let me know how the sound balance is, all that sort of thing. Let's take $9 more. Okay. Now we might be cooking. We might be cooking just a little bit. Let's open this. Give me a full house. Give me an earth. No one ever says give me an earth, but I actually kind of wanted an earth. I didn't get the earth. Give me a king. Give me a fancy golden king. Fancy glass king. We'll take it. All right, we roll. Showman, no. Blackboard? Nah. Roll again. Photograph. Hi there. As a perishable rental? No. Like, as a perishable rental with no leveled hands and no hanging Chad or nothing, it's not actually that great. But, we're getting there. Maybe should have rolled a little bit. Play only one hand. Oh, this could be trouble. This could actually be trouble. We might be in a spot of bother here, friends. Let's hope we hit a good hand. That's all we have to do, really, is just hope we hit a good hand. Okay. So I could play a full house here, but the problem is that would then lock me into only playing full houses. I think the safer thing is to just play 3 of a kind. So I'm going to play 3 of a kind because, as a base hand, it's better. Obviously, it loses the smiley face from playing 2 extra cards, but I have more chances to play more of them. Whereas if I played a full house here, I'd basically be doomed. So we're going to play 3 of a kind. Hope that we can get this done in just 2 hands. And it looks like we can get this done. Okay, so if we just hit another king or a queen, we're going to be fine. This I know won't win, but I wasn't expecting that, but this is going to be money positive at least. So that's nice, assuming it winds up working out. And it has not yet actually worked out. Okay. Deck. There are no more queens left in my deck because I strengthened 2 and haven't added any. Man, I wish I had remembered that earlier. Would have thrown away these queens sooner. Oh well. So we need a king or a jack. We need to hit a king or a jack or we lose. Is the situation. So we hit a king. See? Everything's fine. Everything's a-okay. Ooh. Every time I think we're zooming, we suddenly stop zooming. All right. What we need is, I think we need a better source of multiplicative mult than the trio. And it was probably a mistake for me to commit to 2 eternal money jokers. So we're kind of doomy right at the moment. But I could replace the flashcard with the abstract joker. In the short term, that would be better. But in the very quick term, that would get replaced. That would be a negative choice. And obviously, I'm not replacing the trio with that. So I think I like abstract joker a little more than I should. just in general. Great. I get more death, but I don't have any, okay. Well, let's make more 10s of diamonds, because we can strengthen them into face cards, and we already have a few 10s, so that makes a trio easier to hit. And for the spectral pack, let's put a red seal on that multiplicative king, and we'll roll. Mercury, no. I'm gonna roll one more time. What are you at? You're at 16? Let's roll once more. Okay. Nothing great has happened, and we've kind of nuked our economy. Good job, Goog. Okay. It's fine. This is all fine. This is what you're watching, folks, is a Balatro run very slowly dying, basically. But it will be fine, unless, and of course, it's not actually, fine. All right, listen. When we hit that full house of jacks and kings and such, shit still looks good. And then other shit happens and it stops looking good, basically. But, full house here is money positive on account of the diamonds. And we still get a good score. And actually that won. Okay, all right. See, we're not wholly beholden to our face cards. We're just majorly beholden to our face cards. That's fine. All right. We can buy a couple of these and then maybe roll. Purple seal? Purple seal for an no. I need to be loading up on face cards, basically. Like, I'll take this golden jack, but I need to we need to be cutting and making diamonds. Cutting and making diamonds are good things to do. All right. Cutting, making diamonds, and buying earths. These are all good things to do. We need to cut cards, make diamonds, buy earths. Full house builds always work out well, don't they? Mega Arcana pack is tempting, but also every round is kind of desperate times right now, so we should not necessarily lean on that. All right, let's clear out all of these, and we've got stuff. Interesting. Okay. Play a pair of 6s, which at least makes me $1. It's about all it's got going for it at this stage. Okay. Let's turn this, and this into diamonds. And we'll make this a wild card, which functionally makes it a diamond. And then we'll play the full house. Oh, I should have put that king at the glass king at the very end. Fortunately, it didn't matter. I forgot I had the smiley face. I was looking at it in terms of the cards, but not the smiley face value, so could have screwed myself over there. Didn't. Good. Buy an Arcana pack for Planet X. Yes, indeed. Because remember, we do have a whole bunch of kings. We are still hoping to make more kings. Behold, an opportunity to make more kings. Damn that. Deuce into another Empressy Red Seal King. We'll roll twice for value. Cool. No repeat hand types. Gross. Okay. I could have rerolled that. I arguably should have rerolled that. But we might be in a situation where one good full house does not win. One good 4 of a kind, that might be your ticket. One good 4 of a kind that wraps up with a glass king. Not opposed to the concept of that, actually. Let's do that. It did not win. Okay. Well, don't play 4 of a kind again. Okay. I will somehow resist the urge to play 4 of a kind. Whew. All right. Ante 6. Great, great, great. Okay. I'm definitely going to want to buy the blank at some point. Doesn't necessarily have to be now, but I did just get a temperance that can make it now. We'll open that for a fool into another temperance. Yeah. Alright, so we got a bunch of money. That means at the very least we can roll and get flashcard up. Don't want a burglar. I'll take a hanged man. It's 39. The bull is good for chips, but no. I think I want to just go... what am I trying to say? I want to level up my hands rather than rely on chip jokers. And we didn't really hit anything interesting. Okay. Well, we'll clip a couple of low cards, like... come here. Like those. And then discard. Okay, what do we got? Deuce, 8, 10. You know, I've got a full house here. This isn't going to win, but it's a way to play 5 cards and get up a good score. Okay. See, that went well. I'd like not to risk the jack. I think another full house with 3 kings wins. I'd like not to risk the glass, rather. So ideally, yeah, I would have pulled, say, this king here that lets me not risk the glass king. So I think this wins. It did not, in fact, win. I failed. Spectacularly. Good job, Goog. All right. Well, we are very close. If we play this, that nets me $1. If I draw a club, I've got a flush. I drew a club, so I've got a flush. So, not the end of the world here. Doot. There we go. Hit that business card a few times. All right. We're just kind of treading water right now. Like, we're keeping our head above water, but that's about all that can be said. And I don't generally love the direction here. When did I unlock a flush house? I have no memory of doing that, but it's probably good to have that leveled up, given that I'm trying to make diamonds and such. All right, we'll take an earth. I think we'll roll once more. Take a hermit. That'll put us up to $28, which means we'll roll once more. Twice more. Take another temperance. $9 for one more roll? No, I think we'll just buy the Mars. And then off we go. Okay. Oh, diamonds are debuffed. Shit. Well, I do have one reroll, I think. So, might just burn that. We'll see. 6, 5, 5, 3, and we'll discard the ace. And okay. I do have a pair of 10s, which I can strengthen into jacks, which I think is the correct play. So we strengthen those into jacks, and now I've got... Okay, 5 of a kind is significantly stronger than 4. And as much as I'd love to have the money here, like from the gold card, I don't think 4 of a kind wins. I don't think 5 of a kind wins, honestly. But my bigger point is I cannot afford to be precious right now. We're not strong enough to hoard this gold card, so we're just going to play it. And we did get a fair whack of money off of that nonetheless, which is very good. We'll play a full house, saving the glass king. And that wins. Good. Alright. We're still alive. We're still moving. We're trending. I don't love the way we're trending, honestly, but it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Would have been nice if something hit there, but it didn't. And it'll still be fine. Amazingly, it will indeed be fine. We're going to build up our kings. We're going to be okay. Scary face. What would I cut for the scary face, though? The flash card is immensely important. The smiley face is better than the scary face. So, doot. One more. Doot. Una mas? No. Next. Diamond cards are debuffed. I didn't actually buy the reroll voucher. Uh-oh. I think we have enough non-diamonds. We might actually be okay here. We just won't get, value from the rough gem for a return. That should be not the end of the world, right? Please? I mean, that's broadly speaking correct, isn't it? Do I want to play the full house or 4 of a kind here? I probably want to play the full house just to clear out more cards from my hand. Could have held on for 5 of a kind, maybe. That may have been the better play. But I did not do that, so. 10, 9, 7, 4, discard those. Let's play this. Kind of just holding out for another full house at this point. Actually, yeah, we're in trouble. Uh-oh. Well. Let's do that. I might be able to hit 5 of a kind jacks, rather. I don't necessarily think that's correct, Sam. I think we're definitely in trouble, but this should do well. See? We're fine! Oh, it's completely and totally fine. Oh, it's completely and totally fine. Give me another Joker slot. Okay. Now, eternal photograph, eh? I mean, see the problem is when it hits, it's not that great. I don't love it. I really don't love it. What's in here? 5 of a kind is in here. I really don't love that, but alright, you give me something interesting. Well, Fool's another chance at an Emperor. Wheel's a wheel. Okay. Magician is something. Not anything super great or nothing, but it sure is something. I should just buy the eternal photograph. Alright. Alright. That'll be fine. So we'll hit the smiley face and then the photo. Everything will be okay. 1 roll. Go next. Okay. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be A-okay. Everything's coming up Goog House. Eventually. Hopefully. Alright. Let's turn these 2 kings. I should probably make the red seal jack a lucky card. Okay. And we're going to play the red seal jack first for a double trigger on the photograph. Oh, and we got a plus 20 on that, so I think we're in really good shape. And by really good shape, I mean doesn't even come close to winning. Great, great. This run is gonna die. We're gonna run into a violet vessel at some point, and that's just gonna be it. Until then, let's play a pair of 10s, make $1. So glad that we experimented with breakfast with Balatro on a day where I don't have a job assignment, and therefore it does not terribly matter that it's 7:40. But, you know. I could play a Royal Straight here. You remember when we were thinking we might do that? That doesn't actually make me any points, really, so we'll just clear out 5 cards. And hold on to our faces. Yeesh. Okay. Alright, that's something. There's another full house. Yeah. We want to play the red seal first. Okay. Good, good, good. These tags might just be hanging out, honestly. But we'll see. Alright, give me interesting stuff in here. Give me 5 of a kind. Give me full house. Give me Venus. Alright. We'll level that. That'll be something. Jesus. Alright. Maybe we'll find a negative satellite. Negative satellite would be nice. I'd take a negative satellite. I'd take fucking anything at this point. Yeah, checker deck is good. Checker deck is a nice deck, obviously, for building flushes, like you said. Okay. 9953, and we'll ditch the ace. It's not quite easy mode, but it's definitely the kindest, gentlest, hey, here's how you might want to consider doing stuff mode, which is nice. I could just play 3 of a kind with those kings, but my 3 of a kind is kind of dinky, so yeah, we'll just lead with the ace and hope to get something better. Behold, something better. All right. Red seal first, and then we close with the glass, and man, if this doesn't win, we're fucked. This is basically the best hand I can put together right now. Did in fact win, by a comfortable margin, in fact. So, that would do well. I only have 9 enhanced cards, because I keep non-enhancing my cards. But hey, here's an opportunity to enhance a couple of cards. And I think we'll take advantage of it with just empressing those aces. Not the best draw, honestly. And we'll chop a couple off the low end. Yeah, because there are only 2 non-diamonds here. So we'll get rid of that. Make finding our face cards a little bit easier. Okay. Make finding our face cards a little bit easier, right? God damn it. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It's gonna be a-okay. Listen, a collection of 5 face cards like this, there's a very good chance that this is just 5 of a kind kings. It was in fact just 5 of a kind kings, so it wasn't the perfect one, but we'll certainly take it. And you know, I'm gonna throw away these 4 and hope that this has a bunch more kings in it. It did indeed have a bunch more kings in it. Sam asks if there are heal cards. Glorious. There are if you're playing Raw Deal, Sam. WWF Raw Deal. A good card game that died and then was picked up by its fans. And, well, if you think Magic the Gathering is complicated, allow me to introduce you to WWF Raw Deal, having been left in the hands of its most dedicated fans for 15 years. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, so I just tossed away a hand there to get a couple more face cards. This has got to win. Yeah, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We've got a decent amount of money. Let's go to ante 8. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. It is cool that they're doing it, and they're having a lot of fun with it. And, like, every year or two, I poke into the one message board that seems to be active, and I'm like, oh, they made a card for this person, and then, oh, good God. All right. Give me something good, Aura. A holograph. I'll take it. Not gonna complain. Let's make more diamonds. Not gonna complain. Give me more hand size. And roll this a couple times. Maybe more than a couple. Maybe that many. So. You know, if I'm ever gonna skip, it's gonna be here. Because I'm not gonna take a Mega Buffoon Pack skip. Do I think I can beat the big blind right now? I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which would make the... Okay, we're doing it. Alright, so that's good. The trick is we gotta beat the big blind now, which might not actually be a trick. We'll see. Doot. I gotta stop playing full houses, man. They're just not worth it. Holy shit, they've really fallen behind. Yeah, okay. Well, it's good to know that at least. And hopefully I can still get away with playing 5 of a kind jacks. I don't have 5 jacks. I have 4 jacks now. I have 4 jacks, one of which is lucky. Man, I would hate it if I just screwed myself over. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if I just screwed myself over. I need to make 180,000 points in functionally 2 hands because I have to throw one away here. Fuck. Oh, I fumbled the bag. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fucking fuck's worth of fuck. Oh. Oh, I'm so mad at me. I'm so incredibly mad at me. Ah! 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 Oh, we have failed. Oh, no. All right. Well, I suppose we should bring in our very good friend, the Wordle, shouldn't we? Hello, the Wordle. And by the Wordle, I mean the Immaculate Grid, because I didn't go back over to the Wordle tab. Hello, the Wordle. Oh, we failed. I'm very mad at myself. I feel as though I had that. I don't think the skipping killed me. I think playing a full house first hand rather than waiting to draw 5 of a kind killed me. If I had waited for a 5 of a kind, I probably would have pulled that out. And then we would have had $500 to roll a bunch of times and find better stuff, and annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Also, we've done 2 words and we have 1 letter. So that's also grand. It can't be grand. Actually, it could be grand. It could totally be grand. It is not grand. But we've learned that there's an R here somewhere. So, is it a reach to suggest that that was helpful? No. Is the word reach? Also no, because there's no C and no H. So, but it could be all reapy. Could it be no? Okay, fine. Could it be peary? Could we say that it tastes like a pear? Can it be a platypus? Jesus. All right. Is it actually berry? Are we really? You're gonna say that being like unto a bear is not? And you probably want it to be ursine, which is a 6-letter word. Well, meh to you, dick game. Now I'm just taking out my fumble frustrations on Wordle. Okay. Well. What is this word, friends? It could be... Weary. Could be... No? Okay. How... Oh, it's aware. I was looking at that like, how on earth can there be a W and an E in those various positions? But it turns out that there could be. All right. We have 8 minutes left in what is typically the length of the show. Let's do a time guesser. All right. Hi, Joe. Hi, Jill. Hi, Washington. This is, we're going to guess an inaugural ceremony 2021. Yeah, sure, fine. Could be 2021. Could be 2025. Could be something like that. We should split the difference and say 2023, to be honest with you. But it's probably, like, it's either New Year's 25 or inaugural 21. And Joe looks capable of standing and being a human there, so we're going to say that it's 2021. Where is my eggshell building? That is right here. And they're looking out that away. So, Wordle should not do a non-word. They should do like a 4-letter word or something. I don't know. They should not do a non-word. People would riot. People would actually riot. This photo was taken right here in 2021. That photo was taken pretty much exactly right there. I was 5 meters away in 2021. Good job, Goog. 2020, incorrect. Gniezno, Poznan, Warsaw. Okay, so we're in Poland. We're in Poland. It's 1955. Sure. We're in Poland. It's 1955. Warsaw is that away, so obviously we should say that we're here. We are in Poland. It is 1955. Yes, we were in Poland. It is 1970. Okay, fine. Next. You're very sad about stuff. I'm sorry. Man, if I was a person who recognized flags, this would be a bigger deal. Although, are you just saluting the dead Pope? You might just be saluting the dead Pope, come to think of it. We can't exactly see any corpses in there. Again, if I was a person who recognized flags, this would be a lot easier. Well, actually, hold on. Is this like the funeral of Hugo Chavez? Maybe? Entirely possible. So that would be, Sunflare Space thinks the flag is Colombia, but if that's Hugo Chavez, that would be, all right. We are in Colombia in 2022. Read his shirt. Chavez nominated major artist Bop. Okay. So yes, Chavez nominated a major artist for his Bop. Chavez recognized music. All right. Chavez was Venezuela. So we're going to say Venezuela. We're somewhere in Venezuela. Where the fuck is Venezuela? Aha, Venezuela. If we're in Venezuela, we're probably in Caracas. So we're going to say we're in, like, the palatial Capitol building thingy of Caracas, Venezuela. Yeah, the National Pantheon. That. We are in that in whatever year Chavez died, which it was 2019, actually. 2019? 2013. Okay. All right, fine. 4 miles away. Good job, Goog. Next. I don't know. Greece? Let's zoom in a little bit. Try to find some details as we zoom through this time guesser. What do we have here? Oh, Turkish ice cream? turkishicecream.com.tn. Tunisia? Could be Tunisia. Are we in Tunisia? We're at the Hotel City Bufaros. Okay. Is there a Hotel City Bufaros in Tunisia? Maybe. Am I wrong about my internet domains? Entirely possibly. I would say that this jives with a general Tunisian vibe, but I wouldn't know a Tunisian vibe if it came up and orgasmed at me. So, anyway. Oh, I also hit the Jeopardy drop. Did y'all know I have a Jeopardy drop? I have a Jeopardy button. I never hit it, but I accidentally fat-fingered it, so. Anyway. Yeah, okay. We're in Tunisia, which is, I don't know, somewhere vaguely Italian, I think. See, part of the problem with guessing Tunisia is that I don't know where Tunisia is. Tunisia! It's entirely more African than I thought it would be, but we're committed to the bit at this point. So, yes, we are in Tunis in 2012. Why do you ask? Oh my god, it actually was Tunisia. Good fucking job. TheUnderscoreGoog. All right. So this is Peons at the Market in San Luis Potosi, which I know to be in Mexico because wrestling. And this appears to have been taken in 1900. Thank you, border along the photograph. Also, the freaking stereoscope. Jolly London town about stuff. All right. So San Luis Potosi is somewhere in Mexico. Where? Wonderful question. I can't help you beyond that. But there's a wrestler who went in WWE under the ring name Alberto Del Rio. And he was billed as being from San Luis Potosi, Mexico. He also had a personal ring announcer. It was a good gimmick, and then it kind of ran its course, and then they beat it to death, and then they beat him to death, and then he turned out to be an asshole, and then he went to AAA, and then WWE bought AAA and signed him again, because WWE is just in the business of signing assholes these days. Anyway, San Luis Potosi. Neat. So we'll pop that there, and we'll go back to 1900, and we'll make our guess. Hooray! We were a kilometer away, but I'll take that. 43,667 seems like a wonderful score. These sure are some guys. We're not going to name them. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Breakfast with Balatro, which may or may not actually be a thing in the future. I've kind of thought about mixing up the morning shows, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be back with, well, not tomorrow because I'm doing stuff, but hopefully Thursday we'll be back with Good Morning Mini Motorways, or we'll see you later tonight for Marvel's Spider-Man. Until then, thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good day, and bye.